Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. Welcome back. I'm sorry that it's been a delay from the top of the year for me. It's been a busy time, but I'm glad to be back. This reading is for Aries Taurus. This is Aries Taurus. This is a relationship reading unless something else comes up. Your energy and the energy of the person that you're thinking about. Aries Taurus, and it's for the period of January 11 to February 11, 2020. Happy New Year. There may be some stressors that you're releasing during this time. Maybe you were thinking about reuniting with this person, so you actually did, and now you're feeling less stress, or you're just kind of lightening up about it, so you're not so fixated on it. This desire, you may have also had like some realization about why there's not been communication coming in if there hasn't. You also may have reunited with somebody over the holiday or recently where the passion wasn't as much as you thought it would be. You know, kind of get some things in your head, and then when it finally happens, it kind of feels like, what was I thinking? You know, so some of you might have had that kind of an experience with this person. But let's see what we're pulling here for you. This is Aries Taurus, January 11 to February 11, 220. You are in the energy of the Four of Swords. So maybe you're recovering from a busy holiday period. You might be a bit in a state of reflection. You see your person in a more productive or busy period. You see your person in the Queen of Wands. You know, male, female does not matter. But you do see them kind of nurturing a business idea or nurturing their family or trying to build something. The Queen of Pentacles, to me, along with the Queen of Wands, they're pretty, it's kind of a badass energy. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot of their act together. So whoever you're thinking about, you may feel that way about, you may see them as that. You feel about them the King of Pentacles. And again, don't worry about the genders here. But this is definitely a love match. You see your person as the Queen of Pentacles. You feel about them the King of Pentacles. You feel like this is a karmic tie. You feel like this could even be your soulmate. You feel like you have a lot in common. You feel like this is a partner. This is somebody that you could form a relationship with. We will clarify. You may be feeling restful and at ease because you feel like, wow, this is the person. This is my person. This is the person that I'm meant to be with. If you are in an existing relationship, if you're in the middle of kind of courting with somebody, you feel a real connection, a really deep connection with this person. Yeah, that's out of the gate, not something we see all the time. Your person is in the energy, however, of the Three of Swords. So they may have experienced a recent heartbreak or a loss, or even with this relationship, there could have been. This is the third time I've seen this in shuffling, and now in the spread, the Judgment card. They see you having made a big decision recently. You made a judgment about something. They see you maybe elevating and getting new awareness about something. Or again, maybe you've reconciled with them recently. They feel about this the moon, so they could be feeling very emotional about this, up and down, a bit of a roller coaster. If they're in the space of the Three of Swords, they definitely could be hurt, a little crazed right now. I mean, actually, we are going through a full moon period as I read this. A full moon eclipse is a very emotional time for a lot of people. We will clarify all of this, don't worry. The energy between the two of you is this left out in the cold energy. So despite there being a really important tie, they're hurt, confused, and maybe even a little up and down. And there's this energy of, can we make it here together? Is it you and me against the world, or has one of you shut the other out? Obstacle is the Devil. Woo! Energy there. The obstacle being the devil. So there could be a codependent tie. Just because you are king and queen of pentacles with this person, or you could be, doesn't mean it's the happily ever after. It could be that this is a challenging energy for the two of you, especially if you're even twin flamish. We know that that can be a volatile energy. You might have recently been in a separation or runner chaser kind of vibe. The person that you're talking about here is more hurt. But the challenge is definitely somehow you remain bound to this person. There's a drama running out with this person. There could be addictions. Somebody could be overindulging. Could be it's just really passionate. We're going to clarify. Advice is for you to communicate. Don't think you have to sequester yourself with the Four of Swords. Yes, restore, recuperate if you need to, but don't think you can't communicate with this person. That would be... travel or communicate is an advice card here. Potential outcome is the Strength card, which is not a bad thing. It might be just don't be so impulsive. And under the deck energy is the High Priestess. So trust your intuition. Maybe hold some cards close to your chest, or somebody is. There still could be a piece that you're not realizing. Four of Wands has a good luck potential there as well. So why are you, let's clarify a bunch. Why are you in the Four of Swords here? Because you're evaluating. You're trying to decide, do I invest? What's here for me? Because in the past, something's happened recently that has rocked the system, has rocked the stability of this situation. So you're being careful. You're thinking about, do you want to invest? You see your person as being industrious, working on their plans, nurturing what's important to them, being abundant. You see your person, though, not wanting to be single right now, wanting to come together, getting over the loss. So if they were feeling like this, you actually see them as coming out of that. You see them as confident. You see them as the King of Pentacles. I mean, it doesn't mean that a king... somebody with that level of confidence can't be hurt, or they may not be showing you that they are. You see them coming out of a phase of hurt and separation, wanting to come back together. You feel that way. You feel that way. You feel that you're coming together and out of a phase of having just been hurt. You see them as confident, in a King of Pentacles mode, taking control of their environment. They've had worries, though, but they're coming out of a stalemate over it. They may be getting a hold of their worries. They may be working through this hurt period, or you think they are. Let's see. They're trying to get clarity over their own angst and what has gotten them worried. They're working on it, okay? They're a work in progress. They're working on it. They're working on what upset their love life, their family life, what went off balance, for sure, and their feeling of betrayal. They're looking at all of that. So they're busy. They're busy processing, thinking through this. Even if you don't think they are, this is not lost on them. They've experienced a lot. You're the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as loving and nurturing, offering an opportunity, someone who wants to grow, learn. They see you as wanting to do those things. I don't know if they see you as wanting to do those with them. They feel the moon. They feel confused. Their King of Pentacles is in the reverse. You see them as confident, but coming out of a worrisome period, they don't feel as confident yet. They're not confident. They're not confident about their passion and masculinity and where they want to put their energy. They're holding back. Eight of Wands and the reverse. Which is really interesting because your advice is to communicate, be the Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't know if it's on you or not, Aries, Taurus. The common energy between the two of you being the Five of Discs. Let down the burden. You're at a crossroads. Make a decision. Stop putting yourselves out in the cold, or stop taking it too personally. let down the burden. You both need to let down the burden of the situation, seize a path, and let go of the past. This obstacle of the devil, Emperor, controlling and releasing the past, getting a handle on things, putting up better boundaries, not being so codependent, and releasing this fantastic fantasy version of the past, this overly nostalgic version of the past. One or both of you needs to kind of let that go. Advice is, because this is your reading, Aries Taurus, says move, travel, or communicate. Death to the reconciliation. You might need to travel away from this. You might need to show some restraint. Another card on that. Whatever you're doing is preventing some healing. So think about that. What could you be doing that's preventing some healing? You might be holding back on your emotions and being overly logical right now. You may need to process your emotions, process any childhood feelings, not block them. Showing restraint, but maybe it's show restraint with the person, but deal with your emotions. See, you're not dealing with your emotions. Maybe it's one of the challenges with the High Priestess. There's still a potential to build together and move into calmer waters. So this may not be over. It's putting a stop to talk, gossip. Put a stop to talk and gossip. Deal with the real emotions. Take the mask off. Deal with whatever the codependency is, and whatever that sneaky energy is. I think that really is what I meant to do up here. Take a chance and start fresh and leave go the baggage. One or both of you. I'm going to pull some oracles from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. Beautiful. I like the images. So on your side, Aries Taurus, guide. So do you need to go to an advisor right now? Do you need a little bit of that vision quest of your own at the top of the year? Reflect. Where are you moving forward? What are you releasing? Full moon is an awesome time for that. You do have the Four of Swords energy under here. This aligns completely with that. Fear. Don't disregard your fear. Embrace your fear. Process your fear. Sorry, a lot of dog action here. Summer. So summer is that period of growing. And sometimes, you know, we kind of have the beach and the dry and the heat. The heat kind of nurtures and grows things. You know, is something coming up important for you in the summer months, in the summer period, no matter where you're living? Could be. Is the issue that you're dealing with around this relationship or person, does it date back to last summer? Could be. I would just think, is summer significant for you, or the beach significant for you in some way? But you need to kind of go inward and process your fears, I think, to move ahead here. Learn from this relationship. What can you get from this relationship? Clearly, this has been or will be an important relationship for you, Aries Taurus. On their side, vibrations, they are definitely, like I said, they're maybe themselves going inward to figure things out. They're looking at the lessons. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? Dark night of the soul. Man, doesn't get any clearer than that for them. They definitely are going within, trying to process this. It's probably more painful at first before it gets better. And my hunch is that's the same for you. Yeah, definitely. Reinvention. Maybe this is a time where you're both thinking about reinventing. This whole analysis, fascinating that you're kind of mirroring each other in that regard. You have to process fear. They're going through a dark night of the soul. What has gone down here? Can you leave go the baggage? Are there secrets that need to come out? Let me just see if there's any other. This is definitely dealing with a soulmate or twin flame energy. So I'm pulling, especially for you, even though I've been pulling these, I'm pulling the twin flame messages to see if there's anything else your person's processing right now that you want to hear. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You did not deserve that. I got spooked. You feel like home to me. So as we know, in these important relationships, you would feel like home to them, because that's the feeling of a karmic soul tie, is that the minute you meet them in the first conversation or in the early stage of the relationship, you know you've met that person before. I'm not doubting that for many of you, you felt that with this person. Those of you that this is reading for. The devil energy at some point with the push-pull mirroring that you guys do, the cycle of maybe sometimes the could be runner chaser or just codependent energy. It may have scared them at some point, and they might have treated you in a way that felt really harsh or not right for you, and they feel bad about it. So they're not unaware. It's actually causing them to go inward and try to figure this out. So I hope some of these messages helped in some way. I mean, it is saying that you need to analyze this carefully, show some restraint with the person, but you may need to travel or communicate or just figure out a way to push yourself forward, but not without processing through fear. Maybe going inward, maybe getting some advice. Take off the rose-colored glasses if you're still feeling too nostalgic about this person. And maybe the two of you together need to get some counseling to push forward. This is also a counseling card. At some point when you come out of this, maybe the two of you need to seek an advisor, or maybe this is just a date. I mean, I've heard some readers read the Three of Discs as we're going out on the town, we're going out on a date. This would be like two people dating, and the third person is like their waiter or bartender. So whatever it takes to move into calmer waters, maybe you don't need to get so deep. After you go deep with yourself, maybe you end up coming to an equilibrium. That means you don't have to pressure this person as much. My hope is that you could come to some honest conversations, because they're obviously dealing with some awarenesses here too. I'd be surprised if you can move forward without them somehow expressing that to you, or you getting a sense of this yourself, because there's a lot going on here. Okay, so anyway, I said enough. Let me know what you think, and I hope to see you at a future reading. Please subscribe and hit the notification button if you'd like to get these automatically, and I will see you soon. Happy New Year. Thanks.